Hello. Final game of the day. We have BBW up against Brock's B-Words up against Centella. Exciting game on the day. I am Oswaldo. With me is Wiggs, of course.
Which is more important than the cast alone.
100%. And this is going to look to be a very exciting game. I don't think the NA Amateur League, have we seen teams this high stacked on the ELO radar here. The lowest player going into this game is Nachos, being ranked Gold 2, and the highest player is going to be Yamsu, being Diamond 3. Only going to be the match to look out for this night, and whoever wins this match is probably going to end up maybe even going to the finals, I would see. It's going to be Brock's B-Words on the blue side up against Centella on the red side. And
oh yeah. Yeah, what I love is this is going to be an action-packed game. We saw some unranked people, we saw some bronze people in the last couple games. The ranks have like the lowest rank in this entire game for both teams, Gold 2. This is going to be a really exciting match. People are going to be working so hard to make sure that they don't mess anything up. They have some great players on each side. It's going to be so much fun.
I recommend skipping.
yeah, Centella is actually the lowest players. Actually, they have 2 Plat 5s, and those are their lowest ranked players in Blood Chucks, and it's Riesler. So probably going to be able to very, clean pick and ban. Both teams probably have done their research. Lulu and Kate, the power picks of this patch, of course, being taken away. Fizz also going to be taken off the table here. And I'm expecting maybe a Syndra ban, also something that has been taken down a lot, or maybe even a Ivern ban.
Okay. So, I mean, I can somewhat see that. Somewhat. Like, remember, did I say somewhat? Because, yeah, that's... I don't know. Ivern is a super strong champion, nonetheless, but neither of these junglers seem to play him. The Ninja maybe plays him a lot. I would expect, like, a Nidalee ban away from the Ninja. The name exists for a reason, so if they don't, I feel like that's going to get picked.
I expect the Nidalee or the Morgana ban against B-Rizzle to prove they're probably most played champions, but it's going to come down to the last pick here. Not sure what it's going to be. Syndra ban, yeah, expecting that.
So this leaves first pick. You have stuff like Graves available if you really want to. Yeah, you could pick Tom Kent or something that doesn't get countered. Lee Sin is actually a big jungler for both of these guys, so that's a big pick.
Yeah, and competitive, as we saw in MSI, it was the Graves Lee every single game on each side of the matchup, but Wukong being covered here by 3-8.
And we saw Wukong last game. It was decent. It didn't win the game, but I could see it synergize really well with Orianna. If you already want to show that you're going for a Wombo combo comp, that is how you scare your team.
Yeah. Oh, Nambi also going to be the pick here. Orianna's been very stable pick throughout this entire tournament, and it's also been a underrated pick in solo queue, I feel, but one that when you get to the higher elos is definitely a very scary mid laner.
Yeah. So I'd love to see that one get locked in. Please don't change last second. I think Orianna is just a champion that makes games so much more exciting just because of the one spell, and that is going to be the lock-in opponent for Cagnipple Bunny. If that is going to be him taking it, it might be Gumby instead.
Yeah, that's very strong bot lane locked in from the side of Brock's B-Words. Paired up with the Karma, Varus we've seen in all 3 games today. But the Karma is a super pick that I'm surprised we haven't seen more of. Up there with the big 3, you're going to be the Nami, the Lulu, and the Karma. And we haven't yet, and we're going to see our first Karma today.
Yeah, that's a super surprising thing. So we've seen Lulu banned, I think, almost every game, but we've almost never seen Karma for whatever reason. People just don't want to pick Karma when she's like the second best support in the game right now. I can't really understand why that is, but it's locked in here, and I think that's all that matters. This is a very high Elo type game that's going to be way more exciting in my opinion than the rest that we've had tonight, despite the fact that those have also been super exciting. So rocking something super strong like a Jarvan. We brought into that jungle for 3-8.
Yeah. Lucian, the most picked ADC in the entire game right now, going to be locked in. Not usually one you've seen ban away, but almost always picked. And I'm expecting a Mundo for Nachos here. 100% on that pick, but a tanky pick on a person that doesn't play very much top lane. All that nonsense, but maybe just trolling here a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, moving around. We could see a Galio again. It was pretty effective earlier in the day, and B-Rizzle will be locking that in for his team. That's a lot of just, like, dash in everywhere.
Ability, like, holy moly.
So let's get round out the composition. It looks like they need a top laner, unless they're going to flex that Jarvan to the top lane. And they have some options. They can go for a straight-up tank, or you can't. You can go for all kinds of different choices here.
Yora and Jax, so possibly maybe a Jax to round out that comp. Be a pushing threat.
The biggest champ we haven't seen yet tonight is Kled. Kled almost gets picked like every single game. He's super strong, but we have not seen him yet. So I'm very surprised. I'm really curious, if anything. Bloody Nunchucks is not going to be going top this game. He will be locking in the Renekton for Bunny here.
Really strong comps coming up from both sides for different reasons. Finally, we see a Galio paired with an assassin in the mid lane, something I've been praying to see. And finally going to be locked in here. Galio, you always want to push or charge or dive with a assassin to pair up with, and now that's finally going to happen with the Lee Sin and the Cassidy. While on the other side, we see a very scary Orianna ball comp with the Jarvan, and alongside a very aggressive lane in Renekton with a very stable bot lane in the Lucian and the Nami. So definitely just out of pick and ban phase, like both sides. You know, either side.
Yeah, losing is an option too. I don't think both sides can win, but one's got to win, one's got to lose. I actually saw a really cool bug earlier today that is just randomly occurring that they are probably going to disable the game eventually. And the way that bug works is that the minions on red side attack your tower. So like they travel down bot lane and they attack the bot lane tower, and because it's friendly, the bot lane tower doesn't attack them, and it gives the blue team a free turret. It is the weirdest bug I've ever seen. If anybody wants me to link them a video, DM me on Twitch. I'll link you the video. It is hilarious.
Alright, let's get into some of the lane matchups in this one. We got a little bit of a 2.5 minute delay here. Let's start on that bot side. Kind of finally see a double ranged into double ranged with the popular support picks. Do you think any particular side has the edge in that one?
Well, that's the question I ask you, because I have boosted analysis, so go ahead.
Well, me personally, Lucian is known for those level 2 power spikes. Alongside the Nami with his auto attacks, I think that's a very strong lane in the current meta. But also Eris, so definitely looking to do more damage and poke out the likes of the Lucian with the short range. And while the Nami is going to look to get bubbles and give the auto attack power to the Lucian. So both of them have the all-in power over the other, but it's about who gets the poke. And I see maybe the Varus getting a little bit of poke down, but the all-in's definitely on the side of the bot side of Sentiella.
You got to talk about how dangerous this Jarvan combo is. Jarvan gets a 3-4-man Cataclysm. You put the ball in there. Shockwave goes all over the place. Renekton stands in the middle. Tidal Wave comes in. Lucian just does all the cleanup work. It's such a dangerous team comp for Sentella. They are looking to just destroy people, but we have that Galio combo we talked about before. We have potential insects onto Rinsler here on the Lucian that'll also work out super well. So it is really just a big toss-up. I think if this goes over 40 minutes, you can tell who has the superior team fighting. But it could easily be closed out earlier here for Brock's big what is it? Brock's big words? What's the name of
Brock's B words?
Brock's B words. That was close enough.
Yeah, and but I really like the counter comp because you have this really wombo combo-y comp, but then on the other side you have like the assassin paired with the Galio, the Tassadin, an anti-mage, with the Galio paired up to assassinate the Orianna before the combo can even get off. So I really like that sort of that counter initiative Tassadin against the Orianna. I really liking that pick. And the Lee Sin jungle matchup, J4 up against Lee Sin. Lee Sin's probably been popular jungle, have yet to see a lot of recently, but definitely the optimal Lee, the early game jungler that's gonna want to get things rolling early. So gonna have to keep an eye on Nidja in that jungle position.
Where's the Nidalee though? It wasn't banned and he didn't pick it. Like, come on, man. You can't name yourself that. I mean, a lot of people do that. A lot of people like think they're a one-trick pony, and then they rename their summoner name to it, and then they're like, crap, I don't like playing this anymore because it sucks. like I'll change my summoner name to Ivern Master, and then Ivern's gonna get nerfed to the ground, and I'm gonna have to change it back to Wiggs, you know?
Yeah, it becomes exclusively a support or something, and you're just like, I don't want to play this garbage.
Hey, so now we are in to the loading screen and looking at a couple of these keystones. Well, most importantly, get your predictions in that Twitch chat and let us know who you think is going to win this one. But I think looking at most of these keystones, it's all very, very standard with Fervor on both the AD carries, Windspeaker's Blessing on both the supports, Courage of the Colossus in the top lane, although I think that's probably a grasp for Bunny in the top lane, but that's about it.
Yep, very, very stable. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Definitely what you would expect from people that have with these high elos here.
And we're loaded on the rip for our final game of the day here at the Amateur League. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the semifinals and finals starting at 5 p.m. Pacific. It's definitely in for quite an exciting one. As we see what the level 1s are going to be like, it looks like it's finally going to be that invade level 1 that we've been talking about wanting to see for the longest time. They have a pretty strong
gonna get seen up
one.
by Yamsu though.
That's just one guy seen. Oh, the ward. Great ward. 38 doesn't care. He'll stand on that ward all day. Jarvan is a great early scouter just based on the fact that that flag has great range. You can throw it down and get the vision of the area, so... They know where they are, though. There's really no need.
Yeah, given his teammates that attack speed and armor buff along with the little flag, so...
Yeah.
Something to definitely look out for early game.
The question is, are we going to be seeing utility Jarvan, which is full tank maxing E, or are we going to be seeing damage Jarvan, which is a little bit of damage, a little bit of tank maxing your Q instead? I've done a little bit of both. I'm more of a utility jungler when I play, so I like to go with the E max and build a Cinderhulk and just go full tank and let nobody kill me, and my team is so strong. But it could be either one. If 3-8 wants to carry, he is welcome to do so.
Just coming out of comps here, no real super heavy front line. Renekton's probably going to want to go more of a damage hybrid. I'm expecting probably, I don't think but sort of a hybrid sort of damage. Maybe going for the warrior after picking up a few kills into more of a Sunfire cape, but we'll definitely have to see on that Jarvan.
Yeah, I think Nami is the pick of the day. I don't think we've missed. I think we've seen Nami in all 3 games today so far. So I mean, being such a strong pick might want to get banned in the semifinals. When you look at, I believe Nami also has a 100% win rate on top of all these picks.
Nami has been probably the best pick of the day, and on the other side of things, Varus, maybe the not so great pick of the day here. Change that around.
Yeah.
Oh, so going to be a level 3.
If you're looking to get him, it's getting slowed down. Technical Bunny should be going down. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, and First Blood in the top lane. I
haven't seen that. He just cleared both buffs and then just ran topside against that rough matchup. Renekton's super strong early game, and he's gonna go for invade.
This might actually be the flag guy coming in the mid lane.
Yep.
Nope. 3-8 decides to just hop over the Raptors, so nothing to be done there in the mid lane. And it looks like Yamsu and Gumby just trading back and forth. Gumby doing a good job early.
Not Nachos taking a little bit of pain, being able to trade back.
And you gotta wait for Yamsu to get the level 6, because once you have level 6 on Kasten, you just trade so much better.
Or Oriana, definitely a little bit of a bully early with her auto attacks, especially against a melee champion. And he's just gonna freeze here, taking a lot of punishment from the minions. But
and that's why he's already into the tower.
I want to touch upon Ninja's pathing again. Like, such creative, smart pathing we see here. Just clearing both buffs to like help out that Galio on that top side. We've seen in all games Galio's been picked. He's not gotten that edge in the matchup. He's gotten destroyed almost every game we've seen him in that top lane. But now finally getting helped out a lot here.
And look at Dragon already being started up. 3-8 is soloing it right now, and nobody's even. Nope, that was a Scuttle Crab. Never mind. Thanks, Camera, for not showing us. Gumby gets caught out. Like, look at the Dragon. Dragon is the Yamsu, slows down Ninja. This might just be his own away. They might actually go for the play, forcing the flash out of him.
Jarvan early game. Didn't need to land the flag and drag, but
Rizzler taking he's gonna get place. No, he barely just gets out. He dashes back in for B-Rizzle for some more damage. And an aggressive bot lane early as Nachos is caught back up in farm. Flag and drag. Oh, he interrupts the Justice Punch with it, and the stun comes in, and Blood gets the Winds of War. What a turnaround! Blood forces a flash away in a 2v1.
Holy moly, double Dorans with the cloth armor, being able to tank up both of them at the same time, and even blowing Jarvan's flash. Looking to do something. Gotta get the kill!
Wait, what are you doing, man? You gotta know that he thinks you're in there.
Definitely
a red buff for that.
Yeah, very good intuition. Yeah, very good intuition coming out of the Galio here. Definitely probably the best Galio we've seen today so far. Yeah,
Galio hasn't been great today either.
Yeah. Both picks in Varius and Galio have not been doing hot this game.
That's going in. That's going to be the Tom where the Winds of War come out on top. That's red buff. That's Winds of War. Why is everybody dueling him?
And that early gank to get that Doran's ring with the cloth armor really paying off here. Overall gets a kill on the jungler and the top laner and has a red buff to top it all off. And this is gonna be a Colossus Galio we're gonna see in this game.
This is not what we expected at all. And now moving forward, Gumby taking a lot of damage. Oh man, Yamsu actually wants to trade back. Gumby gets a shield for himself and just continuing the trade in the mid lane. When Riftwalk is ready, these trades are going to be so much different.
3-8. Roman in that mid lane. Gets spotted out by a ward. Only level 4 at 6 minutes here. A little behind here.
And that death actually hurt him a lot.
Yeah. Going for the Skirmisher's Saber into the longsword. Not sure building quite for the occasion. Especially after a death, I would not go for that super aggressive build.
That command attack plus dissonance did half of Yamsu's damage, even though Kasten's passive gives him 15% magic resistance. That is insane how much damage he can do this early.
By both mid laners here.
Buddy Nunchucks is not going to get it here. His entrance will be a little bit of
underwhelming.
But yeah. I mean, he had Riftwalk. I don't know what the point of that was.
Maybe it was a bit of a miscommunication. Maybe wanting to Riftwalk in to have the hero's charge on top of that, but guess it didn't happen. And gold up for this side of Brock's viewers here.
Yeah, and another taunt's gonna come out. He's probably gonna Winds of War right on top of that. Cagnival Bunny being level 6 now is important. Being 0-2 but still 12 CS up is also important. So the fact that it seems on the scoreline not looking too good. I think Renekton is still a little bit stronger than Galio if he can make the picks that he needs. But then again, if you look at the items, it's completely different. Slice and Dice, Blood does pop the top.
Good trade coming out of Bunny. But it's just going to be the wave clear coming out.
Piercing arrows are doing a lot of damage to poke as well. 3-8 is here looking to come in, but he does have a cataclysm forcing the flash of the Nachos. You have to hit R again to get rid of that, buddy. But the comes in on the Nachos, they do not be able to take him down, and B-Rizzle's taking a lot of damage as well, but nobody can go down. All the flash away at the last second. And
Ninja's here, Ninja's here.
Ninja's here looking for the Sonic Wave. He's got to land it on the 3-8. If he hits it, yes, he is. But it's going to be the flag and drag the knock up in the air. They won't be able to do anything about it. Rensler just takes a little bit of poke on the backside.
Yeah, I think it was a good heal from the side of Rensler being able to save 3-8's life, and Dragon's Rage not being channeled there, probably a little too quick on the Flag and Dragon. Being able to get away with just blinking health bars on the side of Centella.
Blood's doing a great job trading. Winds of War doing a lot of damage, and he gets the taunt, he gets the passive auto attack every time he possibly can, and he's doing really well on this Galio. Oh, another Justice punch in. Winds of War misses though, and that's going to be the turn back in, looking for the Cold Sneak. He gets the stun down, but Blood should be fine still. Oh, he pops the ultimate, and he forced the flash away.
Well played from the Renekton, even being behind, being able to blow the flash from his lane opponent here.
Rizzle, he's found a catch in the bot lane. Oh, Blood! He tries to turn it around, but will he do it? Cagniful Bunny, one more tower shot will die as well.
Yeah, watch. A good try coming out there, but the taunt living just long enough to be able to get all of his abilities off after tower diving.
Alright, so now 4-1. It's not even that big of a lead. It's really just kills but no towers, and they are actually losing in CS in all their lanes. So this is way different from before when we saw massive kill leads. This time there's the kill leads are accompanied by the farm lead usually. This time it's the opposite. Farm leads are on one side, kill leads are on the other side, meaning the gold gets to stay even, and it's really all about who gets that first tower gold, or just give the red side some kills, and you have the same thing, a very even game.
Yeah, you saw a lot of a similar kill lead, but not a CS lead in the games of G2 versus WE, where G2 would have the kill lead, but WE would have the CS lead. So, you know, we all know how that ended up. Good series. Make sure to watch it. Yamsu going into that mid lane.
Oh, flash. I think he was looking for an insect, but the flash came out first.
Usually want to channel. Ooh, Ninja.
This is the Sonic Wave, and nothing to be done there. But look at this bot tower. This should be first tower gold. Actually, will be defended for now. It seems the piercing arrow comes through.
This goal, I'm not sure what that 5-man group ARAM for it was, but
Ninja should have more spells up. Double whoa, that's a Riftwalk over the wall. The Cataclysm, the Shockwave, everything to get the combo they needed, and they turn it around for a kill.
Yeah, as we've touched on before, it is that insane, you know, wombo combo. They put the wall up, and then it got the little whirlwind to accompany with the wall, and then not much you can do once all those ults are blown. Cass maybe looking to go in here.
The small silence that Yamsu's Q gives onto Gumby is actually enough to burst him down without any shield being possible. So that's something to really note next trade. Cagniful Bunny taking a lot of damage from Blood, and he knows he's on the wrong side, but the ultimate, he does still have Slice and Dice. He should be able to get in there, and Blood goes down in the top lane.
Yeah, very well played from Bunny on that side. Renekton still being able to very strongly blade. You cannot underestimate his damage, even if you are ahead. A good player knows how much damage they can do as a Renekton, and being able to pick up that solo kill.
That feel when you misread someone's summoner name and you mispronounce it the whole game. Budinsko, not Bloodinsko. I'll make sure I remember that. B-Rizzle looking to get onto Bloody Knuckles as Rensler is taking a lot of damage. As Sonic Wave lands, he should be able to get the kickback, and that's going to be a dead Nami. Sushi served for dinner today.
Yeah, it's all about that really delayed insect just walking behind the snare Nami and being able to pick up that kill, but and the bot side, B-Rizzle being able to set that up. And Gumby gonna back for now. And that's first tower to be taken by 3-8 and Kerfuffle Bunny.
That's very, very big. They will go ahead and just take this and trade for a dragon, which is a good call. There's nothing that Rensler can do about this. So he's just going to sit there and farm, make sure that nobody's looking for him afterwards, and get a nice recall and a buy for himself. But topside says, let's just take Rift Herald.
Might be a little bit overzealous here. Let's go. And Yamsu might not be, actually. from the side of Brock's Bluewood, so it's going to be a free Rift Herald to the Dragon and first tower.
So that's actually really big, especially because Tactical Bunny here is winning lane. That just makes it even easier for himself. Ninja gets in on the Bloody Knuckles again, the Resonating Strike, but the heal level stop him, and he gets bubbled! That's a great bubble, but Rinsler just doesn't have the damage. He dashes back in, was that a mistake? He gets hit with another Sonic Wave. I don't think either side must do it. B-Rizzle actually might go down, he can force the flash. Rinsler is 1v3, and he's forcing everything out of these guys.
Ooh! Nothing to scoff at. The damage from the bubbles and the heals coming out from the Nami, being able to buff Lelouch's auto attacks and getting a very strong. If it wasn't for the exhaust coming from B-Rizzle, it probably would have been a deadly sin we would have seen. Gumby's gonna roam down here, dive on the spot lane, take the tower. I think it's C now from the control board. Ooh. TP being channeled.
Oh, that is actually big. Gumby gets super caught, but they actually get it to be able to take down Ninja. Gumby is still alive! He finally goes down. Double kill comes in for 3-8. He's looking for the triple kill, and he's gonna find it right in front of him. As teleports did get canceled in the top lane, Budensko is on to Tactical Bunny, and he should be able to get some easy kills. Wins award coming out. But it looks like it will be the edge going to neither side as they decide to disengage.
Sathiela being very good on the roams there. I'm not... They'll be overzealous. Really squishy Lee Sin early, going with the Moby Boots, not the Ninja Tabi or Merc trades you'd usually see.
See you later, tower.
And this is the first Rift Herald we've actually seen today. And picking up the tower.
It's like they're gonna Ninja. You gotta give compliments where compliments are earned. Ninja has made a lot of good moves around the map. His team just hasn't been able to really come up big for him, and that's a big problem, and that is why they're so far behind. We thought this was gonna be super close, but no. Centella are playing this game super well. They started it with the CS leads, and they started picking up the solo kills, then 3-8 made great moves around the map. Looking like a great team, they're looking like contenders, and you know, the question is when you see a team this strong, can they beat Royal Rackers is the question you think to yourself.
Probably, I don't think as, we don't see the very much team play. It's definitely more on the individual skill of the players of Satella. But we'll definitely have to see them going forward if they even get through this game. Not to scuff off at the side of Brock Keywords at all.
Yeah, and that should work pretty well. That damage being dealt, 3-8 is going to be taking his red buff, but he doesn't have any mana, so he's taking his red buff. He's probably forced to recall afterwards and kind of waste the buff a little bit. Rensler, wow, he did not even know Ninja was there. That was such a funny circumstance. Looking for another tower. Ninja actually gets the kick back and right into Budensko, who was here with Core. Gumby actually gets out of the fight with the two-man slow. Everything the GLP. Yamsu picks up one. Ninja picks up another one. And right now, Brock's B-Words have fought back a little bit.
Yeah, it was very disrespectful. Just 3v3 manning mid, just trying to push it down, get that tower, not respecting the 5-man, just having both of them pushing, and gets taken down for it. The bot lane of Satella being... Oh, there's a tower here as well to the 5-man.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. 3-8 is a monster with the Sheen looking to be able to Triforce for himself.
Building that full damage, again, my words of advice, but judging about how the game is played out, probably the right course of items.
MC gets jumped up, but there's a Rift Walk available. He cataclysms and flashes away. Rift Walk should be able to close the gap, but they will not go get him. They do have Shockwave, but it actually misses his hero's entrance. Comes in as well. Gumby somehow still gets a kill with the command attack. It doesn't matter. That's only one kill. I don't think that's enough to push the tower, especially with this minion wave here.
A lot of wave clear from this side of Brock's B-Words being able to defend themselves against the siege. Probably not going to lose much more aside from their mid laner's life. And really good escape there. Being able to go into full AD and still live.
Gumby gets caught, he gets hit with a Justice Punch, and he gets taunted, but it doesn't matter as 3-8 just gets a 2-man knockdown. I don't know if they can do anything about this one as Disengage just continues, and Rinsler sits on the front lines, not scared of anything.
Every time trying to get more and more health down, more and more damage down on the towers. So just a slow chip away. Oh, if it was in that ball. Looks like maybe both teams would look to reset. Minion wave's pretty far away. Yeah. Dragon up in 20 seconds here. It's gonna be the water drake. Maybe gonna be the look in the eyes of Satella here.
Oh, it's gonna be going for the dive. It's 3-8 looking for something, but it might just be to push him off the tower. You gotta finish it to make sure the teleport doesn't come in, and they do it perfectly. The 3-man cataclysm, but no shockwave available. They actually do find it. 2 for 1 all of a sudden. They don't have the minion wave. They cannot push this tower yet.
1 for 1 overall. Jungler for support here, but also a power picked up for Satella, and looks like they're gonna back off. They got a lot of gold off of that, clearing all those minion waves. Most likely going to concede the water drake to the side of Brock's B words.
The ocean drake can easily be taken. Will they actually contest? It looks like 3 men are trying to make their way over. Yeah, we probably will see the 44. Without 3-8, you're not going to be able to get an easy steal at least. So Goons go zoning people out with Winds of War. Dragon gets super low. They're going to do something about it. They actually pop the ultimate. Goons go goes in. He gets a 4-man taunt. This is exactly what damage. They get the team fight that they want, and everybody's going to be going down. A double kill goes through. 3 kills. Now 3-8 just walks into something he didn't want, and Nachos gets another one. Now under Renzo, he's down.
5-0 for the side of Satella. And holy moly, that cast in an AoE just decimating this side of Satella. And looking to probably get 2 towers and maybe even a water drake to back off. Very good team fight coming from the side of Brock's B words here.
And they get 2 towers out of this. All of a sudden they're back in the game. What on earth was Satella thinking?
Yeah, as I said before, they had so much gold in their pockets, they needed to spend that gold, and just being disrespectful, trying to contest Dragon without their jungler even there, and going 0 for 5 in that fight against the... But Dragon's being started up here. Doesn't look like they're there in time to do anything against that. And there it goes again, one bad decision, and the game's returned to even from about a 4K within 500 gold here. So definitely looking like a game that you wanna be watching here. Absolutely
crazy turn of events, and finally we have a game that's very, very close. All of them have been not even 40 minutes long, and 20 minutes in, now that the teams are evened up, it looks like Satella want to go for a risky move. They know that they still have the 5v5 despite the fact that they lost that, just because of this Orianna Jarvan combo is so dangerous, and I love the way they're moving around with their vision here. But it looks like the bush bait does not work out. 2 people do still stay in there. And it ends.
The only problem I foresee for Satella is that, especially against the high elos that are in this game, they know they can't just group up and get that Jarvan Shockwave combo going off. So they definitely know how to play around that. So it's going to be a little hard going forward for Satella to find the right team fights, but once they do, it's definitely going to be something to watch.
That's the exciting thing to come out. Gumby gets a blue buff for himself for some wave clear. Tactical Bunny just continuously pushing top lane. Ninja looking for him. Sonic Wave will land. The Tactical Bunny's actually disrespecting him as he pulls his recall animation.
Look at this mid lane here for Gumby. Just about 35 CS up in that lane. Doing pretty well on that Orianna for himself. And look at all the lanes. It's as we said before, it's the kills versus the CS leads. It's all except in that top lane where it's about in between 5, so.
It looks like Baron setup has been done by both sides. Clear the vision, put down the vision, and then we see the same thing happen here for Brock's B words. You just clear the vision, put down the vision, And it's really just going to be this kind of dance that we see back and forth. Technical Bunny actually gets, oh, they look for the insect, they hit him over the pit. They get another Sonic Wave as he dashes back over.
Yeah, what the common misconception with an insect is the Dragon's Rage does have a channel time, so you flash during the channel time of it, flashing before the channel time, and it's going to end up being a failed insect as we just saw there.
So it's not going to help him too much. We're just back to wave clear again. A 1,000 gold lead right now for Centella. I don't think this is going to last that long, though.
Wards being cleared up by both sides here. Definitely prancing around that Baron a little bit. It's around that 25-minute mark where Baron could shift the entire game in one team's favor here.
I think that's what they want. If you are our Brox B-Words here, you just turned around the game with a bunch of kills, an Ocean Drake, and a tower. You want to be the one making risky calls at this point, because you did it once and it worked out super well for you. So do it again, you might be able to make it work again. But Vision is just dominated right now by Centella because of the fact that they are still feared as the stronger team, just based on the 5v5 threat that a Jarvan, an Orianna, and a Nami could put together for you.
Both teams. A little bit of a strange build path, I'd say, coming out of the Jarvan. Definitely, you want to see maybe I'd say a Black Cleaver, but it's going to be the Trinity Force. No, Jarvan not really known as a traditional, you know, auto-attacking, consistent bruiser.
They're just going to push mid. They're finally giving up this Baron dance. They just want to push mid. No, they don't. They actually want to go back into Baron. This is really turned into a Resident Sleeper type game. But I like it at the same time. I mean, both teams are so calm and passive because they don't want to lose this game. It's too important to both of them. They do not land the Sonic Wave.
Good disengage and speed ups coming in from the bot side of Bloody Nunchucks and Rinsler, and being able to escape that. Ooh, Rinsler gonna get jumped on.
But that's actually Ninja who might get caught in the process, but he's gonna be fine for now.
Ooh. The amount of Varus poke coming out from the side of Brock's B-Words here. Kniffle Bunny being able to shove on that bot side, getting all their lanes pushing.
Probably what they're looking to do for now. So they're just continuously farming. So if we take a look at some build paths that people are going for, we have Black Cleaver and Ravenous Hydra being finished up there for Kniffle Bunny. He might want to go into a little bit more tank items. We talked about the Trinity Force. We have Morel and Alcon Void Staff here in the mid lane. And it looks like the double items looking for the Triforce here for Rinsler. And standard support items on both sides. Looking at the side of Brock's B-Words, we have the Blade of the Ruined King and the Runon's Hurricane. There we go.
Paired up with Ninja Tabbies, actually, so going for more of a tank.
Oh, it's breaking out finally. Gumby almost goes down. The GLP gets right on top of him, but everybody's getting
Shockwave
as well. The Shockwave actually doesn't do much. Jamsu picks up a kill. Now looking for more. It's going to be the kick from Ninja, getting creative in the fight. There's Redemption. Will heal up a little bit, not too much. We've seen the bot lane is turned around. Double kill coming in right there. Rinsler, he's trying to be a hero. He is successful for one, but what else does he have? He might be able to make a cool dash in, but he actually is trying to just get out here for now. He does get the relentless pursuit over the wall, but Jamsu follows. He will not be able to do too much as Ninja gets the combo. That's going to be the Sonic Wave. That's going to be the kill. And this game is still even.
Yeah, I mean, very even on this one. Even with a 4-for-1 going to the side of Brock's B, where it's just merely evened up the gold within 200 now. Probably going to be more evened out. Fire Drake is the dragon on the table here. Definitely going to be one wanted to be picked up by Brock's B-Words here. But members of Centella are spawning.
I mean, first things first. Budinsko is way stronger than Kniffle Bunny, as we saw there in the bot lane. Second of all, in the 4v4, without your Renekton that can provide a lot of tankiness and damage to your fight, you lose. So Brock's B-Words have gotten everything they want based off of Centella's mistakes. All they need to do is 5v5, but they haven't had the opportunity to do it.
Push them into the corner, sort of putting the stranglehold, as some people was saying. But Insco looking like he's gonna get jumped on by 3 members here. Maybe looking to get caught out.
Yeah, maybe
A heroic charge in.
potentially.
No backup here.
Very, very tight. Yeah, he's got backup. He's got Ninja on his way. And he should be able to Justice Punch out once he's comfortable enough. He actually wants to make sure he can force people out. Justice Punches back in. He wants the damage, and he gets a bit of a return.
3-8 coming
He's gonna
down.
walk right into 3-8, but does he want this? Rinzler's caught, but the GLP goes the wrong way, and he's fine for now. No, he's not. Yemsu, that's a Cassidon. He won't be able to take him down. He's unstoppable now. Looking like he's here, looking for Blood's go. He's gonna be going down a 1-for-1. Now looking to continue it. People's taking a lot of dealing a lot of damage again. He wants to get back. They get the stun, but they don't have the damage. The total on 5. The shot with our 2. What they want, and they find it. Oh my goodness! All of a sudden, it's been turned around again for Red Side as they get a great fight.
Yeah, I mean, on the side, they want that clumped up, droopy like team fight where they can jump on once. And Nacho exposing himself in this position a little bit, getting flashed on by the Renekton and the Jarvan, and just being taken down. That looks like it's gonna be Baron for the side of Satella here. Only the Karma here. To defend, down to 4,000, down to 3,000.
Mantra is up.
Redemption actually doesn't do damage to Baron. Little known fact there. And that's gonna be Baron picked up by Satella here.
All right. So Centella have an early lead. They throw it away for 10 minutes, and they get it back.
4.5k gold up now.
So now, if you're counting for Bunny, now you're allowed to split push. He needed to be with his team. He finally was for that fight. Now he's allowed to split push because he's got Baron minions. He can be very, very strong in these fights based on just staying around the minions to make sure that Budensko just takes damage from them. That was crazy. I don't know what he thought he was doing there. He should have a slice and dice, but he actually gets kicked back. And this is actually a big problem because Budensko is here as well. Tactical Buddy actually gives up his Baron buff based on the fact that he just didn't have vision and he was flat spinning him.
Disrespecting a little bit, just walking.
3-8. This is a feisty move for him. Will they stop the teleport from coming into Will?
Oh, 3-8.
Oh, he's looking for B-Rizzle.
Solo kills.
Wow, that is way too easy.
Bringing some flashbacks, full AD Jarvan with that reworked Guardian Angel. Definitely a very, very scary champion here. 3-8. Got the Orianna ball on him.
You just gotta do something about Yamsu. He's the biggest problem. He's the one who does all the damage. Everyone else is manageable. So if you can do that, Satella will win a game. Really wants it, but he doesn't have Cataclysm. He takes a big amount of poke. He does have Guardian Angel. He will be able to pop the Banshees girl. We see the teleport coming in. That's going to be Technical Buddy. That's going to be Redemption. Healing him up for now. And they will be able to continue the push here as the Justice Punch comes in. But do they want that?
Shockwave! 4 minutes!
It's amazing! And they might actually just win the fight off of it. The hero's entrance getting a big knockout. And Yemsi's still alive. They find a stun on him. They take him down. Exactly what Centella needed. The Shockwave coming up big. They're going to be able to take the game.
Holy Gumby with the giant hero play, getting a 4-man Shockwave. Beautiful plays coming out from Satella. It looks like they're going to pick the game up at 32 minutes on the played. Satella moving on to semifinals here. And we've got
exactly what you expected when it came late enough to where the shot with the Jarvan combo was exactly what you wanted. Centella threw the game away in the mid lane, in the mid game. That seems like something their team comp does when it's so strong early, not so great mid, but then comes back late. They did exactly what they wanted. I really, really liked what Centella did. That was just a disgusting shockwave. Multiple shockwaves actually were fantastic, and it was a great game to watch.
Yeah, check out the damage graphs here. Not the Shockwave King in Gumby that takes the most damage, but it's actually going to be Renekton taking the the most damage in the game, followed up by Caston. Just a free tip here. These players on the Brock's B words, they're all probably looking to do some damage and definitely pick them up for next time because they all individual players on this game were very, very good. And that's the final game of today, folks. Check out that very even damage graphs. No real individual carries at all that can be identified. It's all very, very close from both teams here. GG, well played. That's going to be Team Royal Daggers up against Team Q. That's going to be the first game of tomorrow, followed up by Palm Top Tigers taking on Satella. And not to nitpick or anything, but Team Royal Daggers probably going to move into the finals, and up against Satella, probably going to move on to the finals as well. So definitely catch up tomorrow, and have a wonderful day, folks. We'll definitely catch you tomorrow.
Bye.